What is up? Hello, friends. Can you all hear me? Cool. Okay, how did last week go? Was this the class? I think this was the class I used. It was called Silence by Marshmello. Was that the one we did in this class? Because I know I remember that song, and I think it was this class. Were we able to remember, like, any of the choreography that we did last week? Alright, cool. So, we're going to start with a warm-up, and then we're just going to jump back into that, cool? So just follow me, and we'll do my warm-up. Here we go.
You right now, it's a force field. I wear my heart up on my sleeve like a big deal.
Right foot, here we go.
Your love pours down on me, surround me like a waterfall. And there's no stopping us right now. I feel so close to you right now. So close to you right now, it's a force field. I wear my heart up on my sleeve like a big deal. Your love pours down on me, surround me like a waterfall. And there's no stopping us right now. I feel so close to you right now.
Cool. All right. So, was everybody able to hear me? And my feet? And follow along? Work. Cool. All right. As for last week, does somebody want to show me the combo? Keegan? Maybe? Can you just show me like the first step? All right, do it one more time. I forgot I had it muted. I couldn't hear anything. And then brush back, toe, heel. Guy. Uh-huh. Cuff heel. Work. Oh, we got Sasha Kent coming in. If it admits her. Oh. There we go. So, if I'm not... It went... What came after that one? Shuffle, pull back. And then do that. Cramp roll step. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 2. Alright, from the top, let's walk through it together. From full lap, heel, heel, brush back toe, heel, flam. 5 and a 6 and a 5, 6, 7, right foot. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Is that as far as we got? Was that everything there, Keegan?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So I think this is a song we use. Yeah, so we're gonna use this one. So listen to it the first time.
Come on now. Yeah, I'd rather be a lover than a fighter. Wanna come on now. Yeah, I'd rather be a lover than a fighter. All my life I've been fighting. Never felt.
Oh my gosh. One time. 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I'd rather be a lover than a fighter. All my life I've been fighting. Never felt a feeling of before. All this time I've been lying. And I never had someone to come on now. I'm so used to shit. No one left me alone.
Does that make sense? So, first of all, does anybody have any questions about that? And second, is that a good speed? Do we need it slower, or do we need it faster, or is that good? I got a thumbs up. I got a thumbs up. Alright, let's try it again then. Here we go. Five, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I'd rather be a lover than a fighter. All my life I've been fighting. Never felt a feeling of before. All this time I've been lying. And I never had someone to come on.
Cool. So, we just had it 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. From there, we're gonna go 3 paradiddles starting with the left foot. 3 in a step. 1, 2, step. Then you're gonna do an 8 count paradiddle, so it's wrapping around. scuffle, heel, shuffle, heel, ball, heel. And then right side goes player, general, step. So now it's looking 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. Does that make sense? Yes, no? Cool. So we just went right, left. Now we're going to do the same thing on the right side. Yes, so we have 1, 2, 3, no, left foot first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have 3 different groups, and I have Jessica. Do you know how many people in this class are not here?
It's just Sasha popped in. I don't know where she went, but there should be 5 of them.
All right, cool. So it's gonna go 2, 1, 2. So a group of 2, a group of 1, a group of 2. So I'm gonna have, let's have Grace and Helen first. We'll go Charlotte and Casper the Ghost third. And then Keegan is going to go second. So Keegan, you're by yourself second. And it's going to go scuff, heel, brush. It just goes scuff, heel, brush. And it's going to go, first group's going to go 1 and 2. Second group's going to go 2 and 3. Third group's going to go 3 and 4. So basically, the person that goes before you, you're going to start your step at the same count they're starting their brush. So if Helen and Grace are going 1 and 2, then when they brush on 2, you're starting on 2. So they're going to go 1 and you're going to go 2 and 3. Does that make sense? So if we're counting it from here, and I'm Regan. So, trying to think the best way to do this, because it's hard to do roll-offs over Zoom. I have faith in you, though. I have faith. So, if I'm going second with you, then we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And if I'm third, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Does that make sense? So everybody has their own count. So I got Grace and Helen 1 and 2. I got Keegan 2 and 3. And then I got Charlotte 3 and 4. All right. So the new part, we just went 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Also, story time. So, I was trying to open something yesterday with a knife. And needless to say, long story short, Brennan should not be able to handle knives anymore because it went directly through my thumb. Like, really bad, I know. I was like literally like trying to cut something downwards and it like slipped out of the, because it was like a piece of mail, because I didn't want to open the mail with my hands because I didn't want to rip it. And so I was like trying to like open the flap of the mail that I got and like it slipped down, and like if my finger is the knife, it like didn't stab into my thumb like this. It like went down onto my thumb like this, and like it went like halfway down into my fingernail. Like it was so bad. And then like I like started freaking out because there was like a knife halfway into my thumb, and I was like, what the heck? And so like I like pulled the knife back out, and then it just like started bleeding everywhere. Like, I know, it was really bad. And so I didn't want to go get stitches in it because like the hospital and COVID, and I have diabetes and so my immune system, and like it's just not a good mix for me to go to the hospital right now. So I just like wrapped it in 5,000 pieces of like medical tape, and we're hanging in there now. So I'm not sure if I'm really qualified to be giving myself medical advice, but that's where we're standing right now. So it's really hard. Basically, the reason I'm telling you this whole story, the reason that all of this came up is because I had to tie my shoe right now, and it's really hard to tie my shoe. So this whole story is based on the fact that I can't tie my shoe. Cool. So, going from the top. We have full lap, heel, heel, breaststroke, heel, toe, flat. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Let's try that with music. That's where we're at.
Can you go over the...
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I'd rather be a lover than a fighter. 'Cause I'm a life, I've been fighting. Never felt a feeling of comfort. All this time I've been lying. And I never asked someone to come home. Get down, I'm so used to shit. Love only left me alone. But
So I also forgot to say, this is gonna be pretty quick. So yeah, get ready to step on that. We just went shot, 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 and then it just goes right away. Does anybody think that part is too fast and need me to change it, or do we want to just go for it? Thumbs up if you think we could get it. Oh, Grace got a question. I gotta unmute you now. Or unmute my TV anyway. Alright, Grace, you got a question? Go for it. Hold on, you're still muted. I can't unmute you. I think you have to unmute yourself. There we go.
Okay. Can you just go over that part slowly, like the step?
Yeah, the new part?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. So it's 3 paradiddles starting with the left foot. 1, 2, 3, step. So 3 paradiddles with a step. And then the 8 count paradiddle is scuff heel, heel on the right foot, shuffle, heel on the right foot, ball heel. So it's scuffle, heel, shuffle, heel, ball heel. So basically, yeah, the best way to think of it is like it's a paradiddle, but instead of going directly down, you're going to add a heel shuffle in the middle of it. So we have 3 paradiddles with a step, and then an 8 count paradiddle with a paradiddle step. So that's going 1, 2, 3, 8 count 1. So after the 8 count is just a single on the right foot. And then you do the 3 again, but start on the right foot instead. And then we have the roll off. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So from the left foot again, that's going 1, 2, 8 count, 2 count. Did that help at all? Alright, cool. Speed it up a little bit. So we're going 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. How's everybody hanging with that? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Up, cool. Let's try it tempo. We have 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. So, I have like the really bad hiccups right now. But as far as tempo wise, do we feel okay with that part? Oh. Yes, okay. So, oh my gosh. Take a second, get some water, go over that, and then I'm going to add a little bit more on. Cool. Oh, I need to get water because I have really bad hiccups right now. Alright, now that we know it's quick, let's hit it with music again.
Yeah, I'd rather be a lover than a fighter. I'm so used to shit. Oh, left me alone. Yeah, I'd rather be a lover than a fighter. Somewhere in life I've been fighting. Never felt a feeling of comfort.
questions, comments, concerns? How did that feel? Was it too fast? Was it too slow? Do we need anything broken down? I think I want to do something here. I'm going to change this step just a little bit. So, we're going to go left, right, left, step. Then we're just going to go left, right, half time, left, right, move, half. So now it sounds. So the only change I made was I took out the 8 count. I took that out. I replaced it with 2 paradiddles and a slow one. So now it's going left, right, left, step, left, right, left, 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 left. To go right into the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. So one time from that new part tempo, it looks like this. I just need a quick thumbs up, thumbs down if you understand that change that I just made. Is that a little bit more doable for you guys now? Cool. So that's going to go paradiddle, 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 step, paradiddle, paradiddle, slow it down, and paradiddle, 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 step. Do your roll out from the top. Alright, let's try that with music now, because that's a little bit simpler. This is not working. It's gonna make me mad. What the heck? Leave it to technology to just not work for whatever reason. Technology decides not to work.
Honestly, part of it is just this tap board. I really cannot tackle this. It's terrible. This floor is not working. It's so scratchy. I can't even do a shuffle on it without it sounding weird.
Grace, you should mute yourself because we can hear what you're saying.
Oh, sorry. I was just ranting to my sister because my tap board's so scratchy.
No one with the silence. I found peace in your vibes. Can't show.
Finally. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I'd rather be a lover than a fighter. All my life I've been fighting. Never felt a feeling of before. All this time I've been hiding. And I never asked someone to come home. Good now, I'm so used to shit. Love only left me alone.
Did that make sense with the new part that I changed? This should be a little bit easier now. Paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle step, paradiddle, paradiddle, half time, paradiddle, 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 paradiddle step, and scuff, and brush, and brush, and brush. From there, we just went brush, 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 brush. Everybody's foot's back. It's gonna go. We're gonna go toe on the right foot, heel, ball, heel. So you cross in front. Sweep, heel, back, heel. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and shuffle, ball, go step. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna go shuffle, ball, go step, shuffle, ball, go step, heel. So it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Again, we have. So, from that, so one more time it goes toe, heel, ball, heel, shuffle, ball, go step, hold, shuffle, ball, go step, shuffle, ball, go step, heel. From there, it's just going to go 1 E and a 2 E. So it's a double paradiddle, so you're doing the scuff part twice. 1 E and a 2 E. And it goes 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a. So double, 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 single. And then it's going to go into a triplet rhythm. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So it's paradiddle, paradiddle, step, step. So from the new part it goes toe, heel, ball, heel, shuffle, ball, go step, shuffle, ball, go step, shuffle, ball, go step, heel, double, double, single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, So tempo that looks. That's where we're going. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does that make sense? Or are you completely confused and need me to break that down again?
Can you break it down again?
The second one that I said?
Yeah.
Do you need me to break it down again? Yeah, okay. So, we just ended scuff and brush and brush and brush. It's going to go with the right foot. Toe, heel, ball, heel. You're crossing it over. Then you're taking your left foot and doing a shuffle ball heel change. Then you're going to do that again 2 more times with a heel. Then it goes paradiddles, double on the left, double on the right, single on the left. And then it has 2 paradiddles in a triplet rhythm with a step-step. Facing you so you can see my feet, that goes toe, heel, ball, heel, shuffle, ball, heel, step, shuffle, ball, heel, step, shuffle, ball, heel, step, heel. Double, double, single, and then triplet, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So actual timing, that looks. The very last one, I'm going to make it easier for you. It's just going to go double, double, single, double, double, step. So now it's double, double, single, double, double, step. So now the whole thing looks toe, heel, ball, heel, shuffle, ball, step, shuffle, ball, step, shuffle, ball, step, step. 1, 2, 3, 1. From the new part, which was step, 3 and 4 and do that, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's going to be where we're sitting at tempo-wise. So just listen to that real quick.
Yeah, I'd rather be a lover than a fighter. 'Cause all my life I've been fighting. Never felt a feeling of comfort. All this time I've been lying. And I never had someone to come home. Good now, I'm so used to shit. Love won't let me alone. But I'm out one with the side.
So I want to change that last one.
Left me alone, but I'm out one with the silence. I found peace in your vibes. Can't show me there's no point in trying.
Beautiful. So, final answer. Toe, heel, ball, heel, shuffle, ball, step, shuffle, ball, step, shuffle, ball, step. It's going to go 1, 2, 1. So, now we just have double left, right, double right, left. So it's 10 times easier. 1 and 2 and shuffle, ball, step, shuffle, ball, step, shuffle, ball, step, double, 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 double. Looks like this.
But I'm out one with the silence. I found peace in your vibes. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been quiet for so long.
Okay, so you can unmute yourself if you want and talk to me, but on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being I'm never gonna get this and 10 being I could get this really easy, Where do we think we're sitting right now? Like, do I need to make it easier? I got a 7 from Keegan. 6 from Keegan. What do I got from Grace? A 4? Okay. Helen? A 7. And Charlotte? Is that a 5? Okay, so I'm gonna rework this, make this a little bit easier. That's like one of the problems with like having a new teacher, because I don't know any of you guys' levels that well, and I haven't really taught you guys that long up to this point. So now I think I know where we're sitting. So I'm gonna keep most of it the same, but I'm gonna tweak a couple of steps timing wise and make it a little bit easier. Does that make sense? Cool. But I feel like it's gonna end up working out. I feel like we already have a good chunk done. And you guys have the first half, right? Cool. So yeah. So I'm not that worried about it then. So next week I'm gonna be tweaking a couple of the steps we've already done, and then I'm gonna go in the studio with Jessica, I believe, is what we talked about. And so I'll be able to like record some stuff for you guys to make it a little bit easier. Is that right, Jessica?
Yes, that's right.
Cool. But yeah, other than that, how are you guys feeling? Like personal wise, like how you guys holding up? Good? Charlotte's sideways? Yeah. Well, hopefully that sideways thumb goes to an up thumb soon, because I feel like we all should have happy times. But Helen, how are you doing? You never gave me a thumb. She's doing good. So, all right, well, I think I'm going to stick with that song though, because I'm digging the song and it's a good tempo for you guys. I'm just going to work on, instead of transitioning from what I was doing with my quarter notes and then I bumped it up to 16th notes, I think I'm going to find a happy medium. We're going to go to like 8th notes or something. But I think I got where I want to go with this now. But yeah, no other questions or comments or concerns for me? We all feel good? All right, cool. Well, then I'll see you next week, and I'm going to make this work for us because I am now dedicated to making this as seamless and fun as possible. So, are we good? All right, cool. We'll see you next week then. Thank you.